What it is. It's your boy LB, back with another episode of The Foo. We back here at The Foo. Today's episode of The Foo, 52 Blocks, The Art of Defense. Talking about the origins of 52, the elements that made it the art that it is today. We're going to chop that up today. Because for some reason, when we think of 52 blocks, you have some of those that say, they got these 52 block strikes and kicks and, offense and stuff like that. When really 52 blocks is an art built off of defense. How not to be hit. Now, I know it doesn't seem as exciting as left hooking the man into the bleachers. That's cool. But when we're talking about championships and the highest level of fighting, defense matters. So let's let some people come in the room, and then we're going to get this started. That's right. We at the food, y'all. That's right. Alrighty. Wait a little while longer. Salute to all my blockheads, my family, chocolate, hot tip, burly. You know what I'm saying? All of my burlies that support the kid, but fam hold me down, so I'm always gonna give him love. Salute. Alright, let's jump into this. The art of defense. Now, as I said in the beginning, 52 blocks, when people think of it as an art, they want to know the offensive side. This is understandable. There's nothing wrong with that. And the offensive side comes off of the defense. So when you think about that, a lot of people, it kind of loses them. Like, well, what's the punches? What's the kicks? And there were no 52 block strikes. Now, there were certain things like people would do a block and go into a backhand, or maybe go down and go into a backhand, but that wasn't a signature 52 block strike. That was just a backhand happening off of the fundamentals of 52 blocks, which is defense. And defense even meaning deception. See, people don't look at deception as being a part of art, a part of the art of defense, but it is. Feinting is a part of defense. And these are some of the things you need in a fight. Because when you're thinking about offense, now when you think about like a boxing match, when you competing in the match, what your opponent is going to do. When you face off with your opponent, he's coming to punch. You're coming to punch. So it's understandable on what y'all going to do. But in a real-time situation, you don't know what your opponent is coming to do. He could stab you, shoot you. You know what I'm saying? His homies could run out and jump you. And this makes offense problematic. As I said before, you could be a boxer and get into a fight with a wrestler and never really get a chance to execute your boxing techniques, because offense is built, offense can be built for one thing. Where 52 blocks separates itself from that is that it's defense, meaning it can fit any situation, because defense is self-preservation. When you think about what are the things that build into an offense, ego is one of them. Confidence too. But confidence can easily go into ego. Because with your offense, what you're saying in your mind, I know what I'm going to do to my opponent. And only, like I said, and only in a tournament base is that safe. Because you know what he's coming to do. If it's in a boxing match, he's only coming to punch. So you can assume that nothing outside of that is going to happen. So your mind is set on, I'm going to hit him with my left hook, bang his ass up out of there, make him eat concrete. But that may not happen, but that's your mind. See, and this is what ego does to you. It puts you in the mindset where You can only see what you're going to do, not what the other person is going to do. Defense is different. See, defense takes into account of what you're doing and what he's doing. If you look behind me, you see the great Charlie Burley. Look at that. Look at the movements. Look at the movements. The footwork, in and out. Let's take a look at some of this right here. I'm gonna tilt the screen. Look at that, so I can get out the way so y'all can see some of that. His sideward stance, his feet moving, the footwork. So defense takes into account what your opponent is going to do to you. So because of that, you can plan on that, and now you can have an offense to chaos. See, defense can handle chaos. Offense cannot handle chaos. If you don't bring a knife to a gunfight. You can pull out your knife like Crocodile Dundee, like that's not a knife. This is a knife. And then he pulls out the gun. You know, defense could also be talking your way out of a situation. So what I'm trying to say is defense rules, because defense takes into the account and everything. And this is what makes 52 blocks the art it is. It's a defensive art. The offense springs off of the defense, because first you have to learn your man. See, defense gives you time to learn your man. If you're throwing punches and I'm slipping, I'm blocking, I can start to see what is your favorite punch. You know, I can start to guesstimate what you're going to do next. But without my defense, if I just go into the firefight just shooting, I won't know that. So defense gives you time to collect data on your opponent, which is so important. Now, 52 blocks has also been connected to knocking and kicking. Now, I believe knocking and kicking to be more along the lines, yeah, you can learn this online, to be more along the lines of capoeira. When you think of capoeira and an art like capoeira, you can see the connections between knocking and kicking. Knocking and kicking was head bunts, kicks. They said the knocking came from, matter of fact, I have my phone right here. Let's look up some of this knocking and kicking they said about it. Give me 1 second while I pull this up. I should have already had it ready, but hold on 1 second. Knocking and kicking. Alright. Hold on. How's it going here? Okay, give me 1 second, y'all. 1 second. Because I want to pull up what they say about knocking and kicking. Alright. Alright. Okay. African, knocking and kicking. Okay, hold on 1 second. I had a better one here. Okay, we got some of the scenes of the actual knocking and kicking. Got some pictures of it. Now, a lot of it was head bunts, and they said that the knocking came from the sound of opponents hitting their heads together. So the knocking actually came from the sound that was made from opponents headbutting each other. Now this is in line with a 52 block fighter. So the comparisons to 52 blocks to other African martial arts is that most African martial arts have some form of defense first. When you think of capoeira, you see the Jenga. That's a deceptive move. As I said before, deception is a part of defense. So this is what we all have in common as African martial arts. It's our idea and attention on defense. But that doesn't make us all the same. So 52 blocks is looking at defense in the totality, the deception, the clever footworks, setting traps, blocks, interceptions, head movement, body movement. That's all of the things that make up 52 blocks. Because defense is the elephant in the room. When you go in most gyms, you know, the defense practiced is for that art. They don't think about the defense outside of that. So Muay Thai's defense is made for Muay Thai. It's not made for boxing. Boxing's defense is made for boxing more than Muay Thai. But 52 looks at it all as the same. So you can use your 52 defense against a Muay Thai fighter. You wouldn't be doing the same thing against kicks, but maybe it'd be more about controlling the range, footworks, using your feints. No, even the lean back move that a lot of Muay Thai men use to throw off kicks. Ali was doing that. Ali loved the lean back. He was like Fat Joe with the lean back. So we've done this, and this is all of the things that help build 52 blocks. So 52 blocks, the art that stands by itself. Yes, we have roots all the way back to the mama land, but we here representing the foundational Black Americans. It's your boy.